Good day, everybody. So let's start another class of ISP 3026. Chapter number 8 we are going to do today. So first, we are going to log into our Schoology, look for the course, log into Schoology, and look for your course. And once you find the course, click on it and then log into your SIMnet. Okay, so SIMnet folder, log into your SIMnet folder. From SIMnet folder, you're going to log in on SIMnet. So this is the way you are able to see the SIMnet, and then go to your course. So in your course, you are able to see chapter number 8. So right here, chapter number 8, click on chapter number 8. In chapter number 8, you are able to see your sim book for your quiz, then your homework, and then your classwork. So click on classwork, and in here you are able to see the steps to complete this project in here. So I'm going to read all the steps one by one from here. So now you know where I'm reading these steps and completing my classwork. Same way, you're going to read the steps and complete your homework. So first thing is download. Number one is download. Start file, click on download. So that will be downloaded on your local computer. That file will be downloaded on your local computer. You're going to click on it, and then this is the file, which is open, Excel file, which is open in front of you, right? And then we are going to start working on it. So if you are able to see yellow line, click on enable editing. Means that enable editing means that brings a menu right in front of it. Now I'm ready to start work on my file. Now, first thing is how many sheets we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So sales data, number 2, sales data filter, number 3, commissions, number 4, pivot chart, number 5, and pivot charts, number 6, right? So these are, we have 6 different sheets available. Now we're going to work on the first sheet, which is called analysis. So click on analysis, select D1. Okay, so what is in D1? Empty. What are we going to do in D1? We are going to put a formula for D1 equal, now pivot table worksheet, pivot table worksheet. So pivot table right here. So worksheet, pivot table, then B43, B43. What is in B43? B43 right in here, $83,363, and press enter. So it comes right in here, total annual sales of orthodontial in Inc. Right? So the total number comes to 83,364. So right now, this is the dollar amount. So we are going to change that into accounting style. Where accounting style is, go home and accounting style right here, journal, and choose accounting style. So what accounting style will do, it will add a dollar sign and it add 2 decimal places with it. Control S, please. So my first step is done. Now, next step. Now, what is the next step? A4. So now I'm in analysis and click on A4. What is in A4? Sales by region, right? So I click on A4, consolidate data. So now we have to find out where consolidate is, right? So data tab, data. So A4, data, and then consolidate. So consolidate is in one of these ones here, data tools. Under data tools, the main heading is data tools. So if you don't know where the consolidate is, bring your mouse and it will tell you the name. Number 1 is flash, number 2 is consolidate, right? So this is your consolidate. Click on consolidate and this window will open. The first window, it says sum. So click on sum. So reference. Now in reference, what we have to do is click on reference. Okay, then there is no reference in here, so we are going to do click on browse and click on browse, click on reference, and then we are going to click on sales data. Sales data automatically comes there, and then C3 from sales data, C3 to E67, C3 to E67. The whole data you're going to choose, C3 to E67, C3 to E67, right? And then the top row, okay? So top row on and left column on. Top row on and left column on, right? And in here, all references, I want to take the all references out as well. Click on all references and press delete. Okay, click references and press delete. So it will eat up my reference as well. So put the reference again, sales data, and then C3 to E67, C3 to E67. Okay, so then C3 to E67 automatically comes again. Sorry, this is C4, so I have to do it from C3. Okay. C3. Okay, so C3. Okay, C3 to E67 and press OK. Right. What happens is SW2, SW1, all the annual numbers comes right here. Okay. So now what we have to do is next step on the analysis sheet. Okay. B4 to B12, B4 to B12, B4 to B12. Okay. Delete the cells. How to delete the cells? Right click on it, and delete. So now it will show me different options. Delete, shift, cells left, cells up, entire row, entire column. So I put shift, cells left, right? So now those ones, the B column is already being done. We already deleted. Now SW2 is this much, SW1 is this much, SNE2 this much, right? So all things are arranged. Control S, please. Next one, step number 5, go to sales data, click on sales data, right? I change the sheet on the data bar, so data tab, right here, data tab, click on sort. Okay, so there is 3 buttons right here under sort and filter, so I click on sort. This is 1, 2, and 3. So this one you have to click on sort. Click on sort. So this window will open. So it will show me the options. Sort by. Under column, sort by. Click on sort by. And then sort by. And okay, my mistake, my bad. What we have to do is we have to click on our table chart before we do anything. So click on A3, and then click on sort. Okay, so A3, then on, click on sort. And then from here, you are able to see, click on region. So you're able to region, then region comes right here, add level. So add level, where is add level? Right here, add level, then by last name. So choose last name and then press OK, and then so it will be sorted by last name. So for last name is A comes automatically first, Azab, and this is sorted by last name, and it is sorted by the region as well, right? So step control S, please. Step number 6. Okay, step number 6, data bar, and then we are going to do subtotal. Where is the subtotal? So I do not see subtotal here. Now where is the subtotal? So this one is consolidate. Bring the mouse to the 3rd option, 4th option, 5th option, right? So it is says 5th option right here, and 6th option is this right here. So I do not find subtotal here. So where is subtotal? Subtotal is under outline, not under data tables. It is under outline. Click on it, and then you're able to see the word subtotal, right? Click on subtotal, and this is what you are able to see. Expand the at each change in. We are going to change the first one into last name. Then we are going to change into commission earned. So this one is already selected. No problems. We do not want to change anything. Press OK. As soon as you press OK, the subtotal, your data has been changed into subtotal format. Now, Taran comes to me and asks me, sir, how and why it is changed, where it is changed. So you're able to see now. Taran's manager comes and asks Taran, what is the total commission earned? So he said he's going to take the calculator and add all the numbers. No, he said, sir, just give me 1 second. I will give you the total. How? Click on number 1. So click on number 1. Take a look. Number 1, total commission earned is $261,614.40. Then the manager said, no, I want to see per client, right? So click on number 2, and you are able to see Azab total, Quarles total, Lopez total, Schmidt's total, Brown total. So all the totals right here. Then he said, no, I want to see it by date. So all the data comes right in front of you. Now, there are two things in this. Now, you are able to see minus. What is minus means? Minus means open. So now Taran asked me, sir, can I click on this minus? So what happens to click on minus? Once you click on minus, it becomes plus. It becomes plus. It becomes plus. Close. Right. So plus means close, and I want to open this one. You click on it and becomes minus. Now you can do this as well. Number 2, and then I want to see only Lopez, or I want to see only Schmidt's, right? So click on plus, and that becomes minus, opens, and all the Schmidt's information is given to us right here. I want to click on number 1. I want to click on number 2. I want to click on number 3. So whatever your manager asks, you have all the information on under 1, 2, and 3. Right. Control S, please. Next step, what we have to do is click on number 2. So I click on number 2, click on number 2. So this is the data. Now number 2, and then select cells A3 to G77, A3 to G77, A3 to G77. Right. And what I'm going to do is copy. So how to copy? Control C, and then where I want to paste it. So I copied it, go analysis, where A15, Control V. All the data which was there comes right here, guys. See, all the data comes right here. Okay, Control S, please. Next step, now you're able to see there's no plus or minus buttons, but it copies your data into analysis sheet. Now click on any one. So click on A16, then go to outline, group, go to outline, choose group, and auto group, auto outline, right? And then click on number 1. So your data is also into subtotal style comes right here as well. You have minus, and you have 1 and 2. So 1 is all the pluses and 2 all the minuses in here and in here as well. Right. So this is how it will change your data into subtotal format here as well. Control S, please. So my step number 8 is completed. Control S. Next step is step number 9. It says that go to commission worksheet. Okay, so commission sheet. I click on commissions, right? And then H3, I'm writing it here. You don't have to write it. H3 to H66. Right. So what does that mean? That is called a range. So H3 to H66. I highlighted all the ranges. Don't worry about this. If you are able to see hashtags, hashtag is never be a mistake, guys. So once you are able to see hashtag, what you have to do is go home and format, right, and auto fit column width, so it will auto fit column width. Automatically it will take your hashtags away. Now you're not able to see any hashtags. So H3 to H66, I highlighted it. H3 to H66, I highlighted it, right? Home tab, click on home, conditional formatting, click on home, conditional formatting. Now there's 6-7 options in here. I'm going to choose new rule. Okay, new rule. So under new rule, you're going to choose format all cells based on their values. So you have to find out where it says format all cells based on their values. So this is option number 1, and then you are able to see format style. So format style is right here. It says to color scale. I want to choose into icon sets, right? And then icon style, it says icon style right here. So which option? Select three symbol option, right? And circles, all of these ones have names, right? So find out three symbols uncircled, so three symbol circles and three symbols uncircled, this one. Okay, three symbols uncircled. Show icon only. Okay, so check box to hide the values in the selected, so I check it off, on, right? And then next one under display. So under display, where is the display? Display each icon, these values. So under display, the first one, you have to type the value. You have to type in here number. You have to choose number. In the value box, write down 9499, right? And the next one, second type, is number as well. Okay, and second one, you're going to choose 5001. Okay, so in this value, number value, I put 9499. In this one, type number, and I put 5001, right? Press OK, and you're able to see all of these ones changed into different kind of symbols, right? So this is our step number 9. Do you see any greens in here? So let's find out if we have any greens. We can get the crosses, we get the lower value, and then we get the greens. So 1, 2, 3, 4 greens in here, right? So now what we have to see is green. We want to bring the greens right on the top. So how to bring right on the top is, how to put the greens on top is, we go to first green, right click on it, we go to first green, right click on it, right, and it says that selected formatting icon on top. So in here where we can put the green, so where we are going to put the green, click on the box, right click on it, and then under sort, you are able to see put selected cell color on top, right? Put font color on top, put selected formatting icon on top. So choose the third option, put selected formatting icon on top. Click on it, and you're able to see all of the greens go right on the top, right? So step number 10 done. Control S, please. Next step is I am changing the sheet to sales data filter. So I'm changing the sheet to sales data filter. Click on sales data filter. In sales data filter, we are able to see some orange numbers and some green numbers with green highlights. So what we have to do is go to sales data filter on the home tab. So click on home tab, click on conditional formatting, manage rules, conditional formatting, manage rules, right? And then show formatting rules for, so in here you are able to see top 10 is green and above average is this one here, right? So you are able to see show formatting rules for, we have to change the first option to this worksheet, okay? Above average, first step, above average, click on above average and delete this rule, okay? And then press OK. So what happens? All my oranges are gone. Control S, please. Next step is we have to add some new rows into, because we need to add more data, right? Where? Click on A2, right? So we are going to do click on A2, so above A3, which is A2, so click on A3, right click on it, insert, insert entire row. So one row being added. Now we need to add the same way. We need to add 3 rows, 1 row, 2 row, and 3rd row. So we added 3 rows. How many rows in total? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then one more, insert. We are going to add one more row. So altogether is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have 5 rows added before the first name. Right. Now highlighted A7 to G7. A7 to G7. Control C, I want to copy this and I want to bring that A3 to G3, and Control V. Okay, so now I have this in here, A3 to G3 and A7 to G7. Click on A4, first name. What is the first name? Add this with me. I am making the cell up a little bit bigger so everybody would able to see it properly, right? So I'll make the cell a little bigger so where you can insert the data, right? So TATISHA, Titisha, right? And B4 Brown, B capital. Then if E4 less than 121,000, write it down. A5 Jan and B5 Jonathan, right? So I punch in that information, and this one is less than 121,000. Right, so I put this data in and make my screen normal. Then you're able to see Control S. Yes, perfect. So Control S, I save the data. Now click any cells in the data set. Okay, so data set, I click on A4. Next step is I click on A8. So click on somewhere on the data set, which is A8, click on it, and then go to data, and click on data advanced, right? So once you click on data and advanced, you're able to see list range automatically goes here, A7 to G71, and then criteria range, click on criteria range, A3 to G5. You cannot write it in here. A3 to G5. A3 to G5. How to highlight? From the center of the cell, A3 to G5, and press OK. And once you click OK, you are able to see Jan and Titisha. All information about Jan and Titisha comes on because we are sorting the data about Titisha and Jan, right? So press OK and you're able to see that. Control S, please. Next step is now we have the data for Jan and Titisha. Next step, go to pivot table worksheet. Okay, so pivot table worksheet. I'm changing the sheet. Now click somewhere on the pivot table. I click somewhere on the pivot table and click on refresh. Okay, so click on your refresh. So refresh is under pivot table analyze, and you're able to see refresh button. Click on refresh button. So all the data is being refreshed and you're able to see this data right here. Now in the pivot table field span, so this is the field pans, guys. Click the last name to add the last name field to the rows. So last name is on, no, it's off. So turn on the last name automatically comes under rows box. So this is how your last names looks like. In the row box, click the last name and move it above the client. So click on the click on last name and move it on top of the word client. So it will go under on top of the client. So client is down and last name goes first. Now you are able to see how many Azab's clients are, how many Anderson clients are, how many Brown clients are. So automatically the data has been sorted and you are able to understand the data now nicely and perfectly. Control S, please. Next one is Azab information here, Anderson information. We need to add one more column in here. So click on anywhere on your data, and then pivot table analyze, field items and sets. Field item and sets. Click on the small arrow and calculated field. Click on calculated field, and it says click on calculate field. What name? Name box. So name box is right here. Write down in this name box with me calculated average AVG dot commission. So C capital, A capital, C capital, commission, C capital. Then in the field box, we have to do is commission earned. This one you have to choose, and then insert field. So first this one, second this one, insert field. Now insert field, as soon as you click on insert field, it comes right here, and press the slash, which is means divide, right? And then annual sales. So you have to double click on annual sales. It will automatically comes right there, right? So then annual sales comes right here. The final formula in the formula box should look like this: commission earned divided by annual sales. Press OK. So you are able to see sum of calculated average commission, right? So we have to do click on any new calculated, click on this one, any field, right? And then click on field setting, sum of commission. This is the field setting. Click on this small arrow, field setting, value field setting, settings, and click on custom name box. We have to change the name of the custom box is average dot commission, right? And then we have to choose the number format. What number format is? Number format percentage, and percentage two decimal places, right? And press OK. So in here, field settings, open the field settings and average box, right? We click on average box and average box, press OK. So you are able to see all the average of commission earned right here. Commission earned right here. Nope. Okay, so again, value field settings, sum, we are going to change this average AVG dot commission dot, right? And then sum, number settings, percentage, number 2, and press OK. So you're able to see this right in here. Right, okay. Then um, click on again your pivot table, right? And then we have to put the quick style in here. So apply a quick style to pivot table. How? Click on anywhere on the pivot table, then go design, click on design, and which one I'm looking for. I'm writing it here. You don't have to write it. Light green pivot style medium 4, right? So this is what I'm looking for. I click on the pivot table, click on design, click on design, click on more, and it says medium. So medium, this, and medium pivot style number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So this is the one I'm looking for. Yes, right. So I chose my light green, comes right here. Control S, please. Next step, I click on my pivot table, somewhere on the pivot table, and then click on design, On the left hand side, you're able to see report layout. Click on report layout, show in tabular form. Click on it and repeat all items labels. Okay, so repeat all item labels. All the labels comes right here as well. Next one is Control S. I completed my point number 16. Next step, step number 17, we are going to use slicers. So how to use slicers? So you close this one first, right? And then you're able to see a space here. Now we have to do a slicer. So I will explain you the slicer, but slicer, once you make the slicer, it will self-explanatory. First we make the slicer, then you will able to understand slicer better. Now how to add the slicer? Now pivot table analyze, click somewhere on the pivot table, pivot table analyze, insert slicer. This is where the insert slicer is. Click on insert slicer. It is asking you what point you want to insert the slicer. I want to insert the slicer on region. Click on region and press OK. So you are able to see the slicer right here. Now this slicer, this is what the slicer is. What is the meaning of the slicer? Because it is overlapping, I need to move that slicer to G3. I move it to G3. I put it G3. So now this is a slicer. What does that mean? Slicer means is basically sorting. So now I need to do now to see NE2, northeast 2 only. So I click on this, my northeast 2 numbers comes on only. I need to see southeast, so I'll have southeast in here. I have southwest in here. I have southwest 2. I have northeast 2. So whatever I want to choose, I choose it from here. Now, Taran comes to me, sir, can I see 2 together? Yes. So northeast 2 and southeast 2. Press the control button, hold it, and click on SE2 as well. So these are 2 sections will be added. Now Taran comes to me, sir, no, I want to get my data back. Now, how to get the data back, guys? There is button called clear filters. Click on clear filters. All the data comes back in here, right? And then what we have to do, this slicer is blue in color, this one is green in color. I want to change the color of the slicer. No problem. So click on the slicer style, which one? So dark, this is light one, this is dark one, dark number 3. What is the name? It says light green slicer style dark 3. Click on it and this one comes green as well. Control S, please. Next step is I'm going to change my sheet to pivot chart. Okay, so pivot chart, click on pivot chart sheet, go to pivot chart sheet, select the chart. I click on chart and chart is selected. Now go to pivot chart analyze, there is called insert slicer. Okay, pivot chart analyze and insert slicer. Click on insert slicer. Now then comes to me, sir, which one you want to put the slicer on? I put the slicer on region. Click on region, press OK. My slicer has been done, but because it's overlapping, move the slicer to K3. So this handle, join it with K3. Now slicer is on. Click on SE1. So SE1, I click on SE1, press Control button and SE2. So these are my slicer works this way. Anything which we want to see, we can turn it on and off, right? And then if I want to get my data back, I can get my data back by pressing the clear button, right? All the data comes back here. Right. Apply a quick style for pivot chart. Click on the pivot chart. Click on the pivot chart. Okay. And then click on more pivot chart. So go design and pivot chart style and click on more. And which one? Style number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the style. This is called style number 4. Click on style number 4. Right. And this is how the style looks like. Right, so Control S. This is our sheet for today. Please save the sheet and upload your sheet. Control S, save the sheet, upload your sheet. Where? Close the sheet and then upload my file right here. Where's your file? This one. Press open and you're able to see this too. Yes, submit the file. I submit the file and I got my points. So this is our file for today. Anybody have any questions? You can ask the questions. Otherwise, this is our file for today. Thank you very much, guys. I will see everybody next week. Same class, same day, same time, and also another assignment. Thank you and take care. Bye for now.